starting to rattle home too. Going to be a great derby finish, 200 metres out. Grand Stadium in front, tackled by Like a Lover in the centre, and on the outside Imagil, Like a Lover, and Grand Stadium take over the line. Look together, camera, Imagil by an inch, and from Like a Lover, third an inch away is Grand
Ken
Stadium.
Howard was right, and Tommy Smith was congratulated left, right and centre by the racing media.
What a race that was. 25 years ago, three great three-year-olds. Imagil, trained by Tommy Smith, just beating Like a Lover, trained by Bart Cummings, with Grand Stadium, trained by Tommy Hughes, in third place. One of the great derby finishes 25 years ago. I caught a glimpse of myself in that. I am ageing. Right, number one, Gold Guru. On the latest tote update is at $5.20. Tie the Knot at $3.40 is just firm to touch. Second Coming $15.10. Northern Drake $4.10. Vitronite $10.90. $8.80 for Pursuits. Ildon for $12.20. Irish Air is a scratching. Spying at $24.90. And Bridal Man at $37.30. Avastar $77.90 and $74 exactly for Pescadero in the AJC Australian Derby. The rider of the favourite Tie the Knot is Shane Dye. I wonder what Shane's tactics are for the AJC Australian Derby.
Now, Tie the Knot's drawn wide in the Derby, I know, but at least it gives me the opportunity, once I realise how the track is, to either go forward or come back. I'll most likely go back. Now, there's quite a lot of pace in this Derby. Second Coming, who won the Victorian Derby, he'll jump, he'll lead for sure. Gold Guru, he'll trail, and the horse we've all got to beat, Northern Drake, he's going to get a lovely run. What I've got to do is save my horse up, Tie the Knot, till about the 800 metres, and then make sure I'm in a winning position, not too far away from horses like Gold Guru and Northern Drake. This race will really begin at the 400 metres. Watch for Tie the Knot down the outside. I just hope he runs over top of them to give me my second Derby in 2 years.
And a confident Shane Dye, and he'll ride him very well too. I wouldn't be surprised, just as we said earlier after he spoke to Darren Beedman, whether he rides the horse a bit forward. Well, all these horses are very, very finely tuned. Simon Marshall, I bet they all look a treat. Well, that's Second Coming on the inside there. Simon Marshall's not quite with us. Simon O'Donnell, as Vitronite comes forward there. Which horse do you fancy? There's Pursuits, one of the Ingham team there.
Oh, as you said before, Ken, I've been a great Tie the Knot fan, but look, a horse like Second Coming, he can't be underestimated. His form hasn't been good leading into the race, but on the wet ground, he apparently really likes it. He thrives in it. He will lead. I agree with Shane Dye. And also the horse in picture there, Larry Cassidy on board. Look, you can't underestimate John Hawkes, the Inghams. They've had a lot of luck. There's Tie the Knot with Shane Dye. There's many chances. I do wish it was just that bit drier for Tie the Knot, of course. I'd fancy him even a touch more.
And Northern Drake has got plenty of confidence behind him too. Plenty of people think that he can win. That's him over in the background in the maroon and gold colours.
Just speaking to David Hayes before too, Ildon, number 7. Be ridden by Stephen King, trained by David's brother Peter at Angaston. They're pretty confident of him now that the sting's out of the ground as well.
He likes it wet too, eh? Yeah, but a lot
there
of these,
he is now.
Yeah, a lot of these horses, including Ildon, have not been tried publicly in the wet because we've had such a dry season. But they've probably worked him at Angaston in the past in the wet.
And there can be such a difference too. Horses that work okay in the wet doesn't really mean they come to the races and go well in it, because it's such a different pressure, it's such a different stress and strain on the horse.
So very, very true. Simon Marshall, have you got a quick tip for us?
Yes, I have, Kenny, and I tell you what, they're a lovely bunch of 3-year-olds, these horses. All of them look exceptional well, especially Vitronite. I thought that he really stood out. Tie the Knot's done exceptionally well, and he's a lovely, relaxed horse. He'll run the journey, no problems whatsoever. Gold Guru, as I said, he's lovely and relaxed. He's done nothing wrong in looks, and expect him to run one of his best races. And I also thought that Spying looked okay, but I don't think he's up to him. He let us down last week. Pursuits. Now, he's a horse that I'm tipping at a little odds. He looks exceptional. He's tightened right up after last week. Second Coming, one that's going to show a bit of pace and run along. He's done extremely well. He always looks a little soft, but he's really tight today and looks pretty forward. I thought the 4, Northern Drake, looks exceptionally well. He just needs a little lift into the gates as Grant Cooksley waits to go in. He's really tightened up, Kenny, and he should run well as also. I'm picking Vitronite from Northern Drake. Initially, I was wanting Pursuits in, but I'll leave him for third, Kenny.
Okay, thanks very much, Simon. Well, Tie the Knot, the punters have taken the 5-2 out in the betting ring. He's a clear-cut favourite in the Derby. Northern Drake well supported, and of course too, so is number 6 Pursuits. Pursuits has firmed into 7.30 now on the TAB. Right, there's just 2 to go in for the running of the Group 1 AJC Australian Derby. What a race it's going to be. Here's John Tapp.
Thanks, Ken. Ready for the Star City AJC Australian Derby. Tie the Knot on the outside of the field. Second coming in gate 6 is facing up squarely. Northern Drake steadies down. Starter Bill Cooper has the button. Off and running in the AJC Australian Derby. Nice start. Pursuits is one of the first out. Gull Guru began well. Second coming is heading towards the lead with Pescadero. Widest runner at the winning post is Bridal Man, and Avastar now kicked up and went to the front. Avastar goes to the lead on the turn out of the straight over. Second coming. Bridal Man 3 deep around Pescadero and Gull Guru. Il Don is 3 deep, followed by Pursuits and then Spying. Northern Drake travelling a bit wide on the turn out of the straight. Further back is Vitronite, and tailing out 3 lengths last is Tie the Knot. Towards the 1800 metres mark, and the Kiwi Avastar is the leader by 2 lengths on second coming. 2 to Bridal Man, 2.5 to Pescadero on the outside of Gull Guru. There's a ton of pace on. 2.5 to Il Don on the outside of Spying. 1.5 lengths to Pursuits, followed by Vitronite, Northern Drake, and out the back is Tie the Knot, and they're going at a cracking pace. Into the back straight in the Derby, 1400 out. Avastar the leader by 2.5 to second coming. 4 lengths away, Bridal Man, and 6 to Pescadero. Followed by Gull Guru. 1.5 lengths to Il Don, 1 length to Spying, 1 length Pursuits, followed by Vitronite, Northern Drake, and 3 lengths away, Tie the Knot. Down the back they go to the 1200 mark. Avastar led at a good pace by 2 to second coming. About 5 away, Bridal Man, 2.5 to Gull Guru. And then Pescadero, followed by Spying as they come around the top turn. At the head of the others, Il Don, a gap then to Vitronite on the inside of Pursuits, followed by Northern Drake, and Tie the Knot is tacking on at the tail of the field. Avastar is carting them along at a furious pace in the Derby, led by 2 to second coming. Bridal Man third. Gull Guru is now moving up as they race down the side, and further back in the field then came Il Don, followed by Spying. At the head of the others, Pursuits, and then Vitronite, Northern Drake, and Tie the Knot as last as they come to the 600 metres mark. Second coming, shot to the front. Avastar's gone. His Gull Guru looming into second place. Pescadero at any old price getting to third, followed by Bridal Man. Northern Drake is taking off around the field. Pursuits under heavy pressure, not doing enough at the moment, and Tie the Knot is carted deep on the turn. Second coming is the leader coming over the rise. Here's Gull Guru and Northern Drake down the outside. Tie the Knot's got the last shot at them. Coming to the top of the rise, Gull Guru drew clear of Tie the Knot and Northern Drake. Gull Guru 2 lengths in front. Tie the Knot on the outside is the only danger. Dye's throwing everything at Tie the Knot, but Gull Guru's holding him easily at bay, and Gull Guru, he's as tough as they make him. Gull Guru by a length to Tie the Knot. They straightened the others 5 lengths away, Northern Drake, then Bridal Man, Il Don, Spying, Pursuits, well back Vitronite, second coming, and Pescadero, and at long last the early leader Avastar.
Well, there can be no excuses. Gold Guru from South Australia was too good, and if he'd have won last week, he wouldn't have run in this race. Just shows you how good might and power is. He killed him. 1 Gold Guru, 5.30 and 1.90. 2 Tie the Knot, $1.60. 4 Northern Drake, $1.70. A great win to the son of Geiger Counter, Gold Guru. A great ride by Greg Childs. And look, he was too good. Tie the Knot had his chance, and he was no closer to him at the finish than he was at the top of the rise. And Gold Guru, racing in blinkers, has just responded too well to Greg Childs, handled the going perfectly, and he ran out a clear winner from Tie the Knot, with Northern Drake, the new kid on the block, the emerging star, in third place. There they go, Gold Guru holding Tie the Knot, red with the white cap, Northern Drake in the maroon and gold. He can't do any better, and Bridal Man in the blue and white colours, running a terrific race to run fourth, just ahead of Il Don, who finished officially fifth. But the winner clearly was that horse in centre screen. That's Gold Guru. Gold Guru. Inside of him is Northern Drake in the maroon and red. Over on the rails was Spying. He's dropping out. That's Bridal Man in the blue and white colours. Behind him, Pescadero, who also dropped out quickly. Vitronite back there in the lime colours, and Il Don over on the rails. But it was all Gold Guru in the 1998 AJC Australian Derby. Simon O'Donnell is now with the winning trainer, Leon McDonald.
Leon, what an enormous thrill. Just a super effort.
Oh, Simon, unbelievable. I keep saying it about the horse, but it's unbelievable.
He wouldn't let them run him down.
No, he got a bit of a buffet in getting to the corner, but he keeps digging in there, doesn't he?
Biggest thrill in racing for you?
Yeah, I'd have to say that. I thought the Randwick was, but this is probably even better.
Good on you. Go and enjoy it.
Thanks, Simon.
Okay, thanks very much, Simon. And Simon Marshall, our other Simon on the team, is now with the winning jockey, Greg Charles, and tell him it was a great ride, Simon.
Well, Kenny Callender suggests that you might get the chocolates for the best ride of the day. Greggy, congratulations. And you were just saying you had a perfect run. Nothing went wrong at all.
Well, that's right, Simon. I had a nice trip. We got off the fence at the 1,000, which was my plan. And second coming took off and pulled me into the race. I got a nice sit.
Greg, he's obviously a champion and exciting 3-year-old, this horse. He's the best 3-year-old going round by far.
Yes, he is. He's proven that. And congratulations to Leon McDonald, who's kept him up. Had to win the Australian Guineas in Melbourne, and he's come up to win the Derby here. Well done, Leon, on the staff.
Well, you don't mind Shane Dye jumping off and you gaining $1 million race, Greg.
Yeah, I took the paycheck. That happens in racing, and I've just been in the right place at the right time.
I'll tell you what, buddy, you're making a habit of it. Take your hat off, live in the Sydney crowd up, let them know you're here. Back to you, Kenny.
Yeah, thanks very much, Simon. And Gold Guru, what a success story it is. He was retained by his breeders, Mr. B.H. Perks, Mr. G. Marriott, and Mr. B. White, after being passed in at the Abcos bonus yearling sales in Adelaide in 1996. They kept him, and I bet they're glad they did today. He's by Geiger Counter, as we told you, that stands at the Chatswood Stud in Victoria. He's from a Don't Say Halo mare, Proud Halo, and he's the only the winner of the dam.
I've just seen John Massara run down the stairs. He's near knocked himself over. He's the chairman of Arrowfield Stud, which stands Geiger Counter. He is jumping through the moon, I can assure you. And so are Connexes down there. Why wouldn't they be?
Yes, I'm sure they are. And he's standing in Victoria to take advantage of the Victorian bonus schemes. But the Arrowfield people will be very excited. And so too is Greg Childs. Have a look at him as he brings this. I think we just got to call him a tough competitor. This 3-year-old gelding, he just puts in, and as his trainer Leon McDonald said, he keeps finding when he has to. And his owners, well, they've bred him and they've kept him, and they're very excited people as they come back with their wives with the 1998 blue ribboned winner, Gold Guru.
You just mentioned it before, how good Mike and Power, but this horse, he just won't let anything catch him. If he gets to the front there, which he did at the top of the straight, he won't let them run him down. He gets to the line, he's just an absolute cracker.
Earlier in the season, they said there was a better stablemate at home. I'm sure they're not saying that now. There he is, the AJC Derby winner, Gold Guru, as we take this break from Randwick on Derby Day on the wide world of sports. Well, we look at Greg Childs once more coming back, led by the excited owners of Gold Guru, the winner of the AJC Australian Derby for 1998. And what a thrill for these people from Adelaide, and what a thrill for the former New Zealand jockey, Greg Childs. And that's a great smile, Gregory. Well, if you backed him, if you were lucky enough to back him, you certainly got a nice return on the tote. Gold Guru was first. Second, of course, was Tie the Knot, ridden by Shane Dye. Shane's just with me at the moment. Gold Guru, $5.30 and $1.90. Tie the Knot, $1.60. Northern Drake, $1.70. Quickly, Shane, every chance?
Yeah, I was going to win at the 400 when I ranged up, but that's the difference. When it turns into a wet track like this, the class factor goes out and it's just a decent slog, and the other horse was too good on the day. He
sure was, Shane. We said that on the telecast. You were as close to him at the rise as you were at the finish.
Yeah, I got to within half a length of them, you know, and I was going to run over top of him. But when it's a wet track, that class factor goes out and it's just stamina. And he's very seasoned, the other horse. He's tough and seasoned, and he was too good. No excuse.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Shane Dye telling the story of telling it as it happened in the AJC Derby. We're now ready for a sports update.